forgot to turn off the light so I can see my TV without glare. There we go. And we are now live. Alright. Time for some more Ferrum League.
Your opponents are starting to get tougher, huh? This is where things get real. Free battles can be a nice change of pace.
Doing a league match. Let me just do that. Alright, Charizard, let's keep on going. Keep on and Diglett, baby. Let's see. Let's go with Cubone. I tend to always start with Cubone.
This battle arena is huge. Better make use of all that space.
Gotcha. Seismic toss. Ah.
The next round is where it counts. That was a good, clean win. Want to head into the next battle with a round 2? All right then, let's give it a shot. Energy gauge maxed out.
Gotcha. Full combo. Awesome. Now to finish you off. Absolutely love it. I know this is the easiest part of the Ferrum League, though. So.
Nice work. Looks like my advice is helping, huh? Pick where you want to assign your skill points.
Hinato.
Picking a support set is
Let's do Frogadier and Eevee, because they've been pretty good champs when it comes to playing with other players. Unbending heart and imposing majesty.
Don't you just get all revved up before a battle? I wonder what
That's the
your
thing
opponent
too, is that
has
when
in
it comes to
store.
Pokemon, if I were to choose what Pokemon partner I'd have, I would
This
totally
battle
pick a
arena is
Charizard.
sort of
Because 1, Charizard's awesome. 2, he can fly.
backed into the wall.
And 3, Charizard's awesome.
With a lead like that, you've practically won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down. Still too early. Use your synergy burst. Your support gauge is nice finish.
Billy. You can't beat the Charizard, Billy.
Let's jump. That was a good, clean win. Want to head into the next battle with a round 2? Just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the battle.
Gotcha. Nice. Beautiful.
Your synergy gauge is full. Awesome.
Seismic toss. We got Delfino with her Garchomp, or his Garchomp. Chloe with her Weevil, and Genki with his Pikachu Libre. Okay, so that was a boy. Get too close to this fire and you'll feel the burn, and you're using a Garchomp, so your fire joke made no sense. Ha ha! Don't underestimate my grab attacks. Yeah, same to you.
Alright then, time for battle. Go show them what you're made of. This battle arena is huge. Better make use of all that space. Nice! You got the hang of the attack triangle. Levi and I, we keep your support gauges full. Alright, you did it.
Nice.
Come on, let's win. That was a good, clean win. Wanna head into the next battle with the same round two?
Okay.
You just
Your
got it.
Garchomp means nothing to me.
Very best. Your synergy gauge is full.
Love that combo so much. It's such a good combo.
But don't get careless. You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Keep it up. Now's your chance to deal some real damage. Awesome!
Yeah.
So, how about it? How are you feeling after that battle? Pick where you want to assign.
Ooh, lucky bonus. New title. Oh, fair. Sweet. You didn't even try grabbing attacks. Like, all you did was hit me once. I'm your next target. Bring it on. I like it when they talk to you.
It's a support set. I'll try to give you some good advice.
I like that when you're riding on Charizard. He looks at you, nods, and then you start.
Don't you just get all revved
He's
up
my
before
bro.
battle? I wonder what your This battle arena is pretty tight. Try not to get pinned down. Critical hit! They're reading you like a book. Critical hit! They're reading you like a book. Your synergy gauge is still only half full. All right, let's call in some support.
Awesome. Beautiful.
All right. Keep that up for the next battle. Round two. All right then, let's give it a shot. Your support gauge isn't full yet.
Beautiful.
You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Keep it up.
Fire punch.
want to assign your skill points?
Hmm. Let's just keep going with attack and defense
You
for
earned
now.
a new title.
True genius. Sweet.
I really do need to train more. You and your partner have awesome synergy. I bet you could even beat that black Mewtwo. Do you know about that strange Mewtwo? Yeah, it actually attacked me right here, quite recently. All of a sudden, I was in like a totally strange place. Crazy. We battled our best, but could hardly do a thing. It popped a synergy burst, and we were totally over. Even after the battle ended, they stayed in synergy burst and just vanished. Then the next thing I know, I'm back here. To be honest, I still don't really understand what happened.
Interesting.
Huh? That sounds a little different than what happened to us. For us, it was more like, well, after we battled with Mewtwo, its synergy burst scattered, and it returned to normal and took off, right? What do you think was different? But still, I can't imagine a Pokemon would just come looking for a fight for no reason. You think it all might be because of that stone? Or maybe this has to do with that girl.
Maybe. Alright, number 17. Genki with his Pikachu Libre. Counterattacks. Oh boy.
Picking a support set is always a hope this will be some good old fun. Relax. Remember,
Alright,
we'll
we'll go with Cubone.
I guess this battle arena is sort of over.
Gotcha.
Make sure not to get back into the wall.
Caught you midair. Heck yeah.
With a lead like that, you've practically won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down. Your synergy gauge is still only half full. You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Amazing!
Awesome.
All right. Let's have some more fun.
All right.
Next round too.
Bring in Diglett.
You just
Send him in right away.
Pokemon and give it your very best. Hey, your synergy gauge is full.
And bam!
Keep it up and you're golden. You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Keep it up.
And survey says... Was it enough? Ooh, just barely enough.
Keep it up and this is great.
There we go. Rainbow Fire. Because Mega Charizard X is awesome.
Whew, that was awesome. By-the-book battles are nice, but you earned a new title.
Invincible. Cool. Wow, down 12 ranks. That's pretty cool. Alright, time for the next bracket. We got Garchomp, Charizard, Gardevoir, Garchomp, and Pikachu Libre. Alright, bring it on.
Time to pick a support set. Hope this will be some
This
good old fun.
game is awesome.
Don't you just get all revved up before a battle? I wonder what you do. Just do your thing and you'll be fine.
Thanks for standing still.
Incredible! You've already taken the lead.
Ooh. Ow.
Your synergy gauge is still only half full. Your support gauge is full. Always feels good to suck them back into the field. Your synergy gauge is full. Nicely done.
Okay.
Let's jump. That
He was
battle
putting up
awesome.
somewhat of a decent fight.
More of that for the next round. All right then, let's give it a shot. Incredible! You've already taken the lead.
Seismic toss.
Nice finish.
Gonna have to Goomba stomp that Garchomp.
Hey, keep up the good work. Pick where you want to assign your. Picking a support set is always a tough choice.
Twilight Wolf, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you want to talk about some stuff, go right ahead. This is a open stream,
Let's go.
and I will do my best to answer and respond. Keep in mind there is a good 20-30 second delay, so it'll take a little bit before you hear what I have to say. Your Charizard can't beat mine.
I wonder what I guess this battle arena is sort of ovalish. Make sure not to get back.
Oh, God.
Your synergy gauge is still only half full. Just like that, you practically won. You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Your support gauge is full. Your synergy gauge is full. Awesome, you did it.
I'm getting this at any point through tomorrow to Sunday. So excited. Oh yeah, the game is an absolute treat. It is so much fun. I absolutely love it. I've played a few fighting games before, but I think this is like the one type of fighting game I can actually like learn and invest time into. I will admit though, Chandelure is extremely overpowered.
Keep up the pressure and take them down. All right,
Your Mega Charizard means nothing to me. Because I'm the real Slim Shady.
nice finish.
So when you get this game, I hope you enjoy it.
Nice work. Look,
And like I've said in the description of my live stream, I really want to,
picking a support set is.
Um,
I'll try to give you some good advice.
at future dates, I will be doing battles with subscribers. So if you ever happen to be in a live stream that I'm doing of Pokken tournament and I'm doing online matches, you know, feel free to speak up when you have the game and, you know, we can make a match or something. And, I also hope to do some tournaments in the future with my fan base. And what's that? I'm practicing with Lucario using the demo at the minute. Chandelure would be one that I'd go for purely because I like the range And I use Chandelure in my main team in Gen 5 and 6, so it feels right. Hey man, that's perfectly fine. You know, I just say that Chandelure is overpowered because of the fact that Chandelure is a bit too good at keeping enemies away. Like, it seems like there's almost no downside for Chandelure when it comes to Chandelure's range. And that's what I meant, like, broken. I don't mean like he's unfair. It's just that it doesn't seem like there's really a downside for Chandelure, because Chandelure is all about keeping you dealing as much damage as it can from a distance, and then if you get close, it can combo your opponent multiple times to get them away again, and then just you can just spam those projectiles like crazy. It might just be because I can't figure out an efficient way to fight Chandelure. That's just the only opinion I have. I'm sure there's probably a strategy on how to go about fighting a Chandelure player. I just haven't figured it out yet. It's just because that energy beam that Chandelure can fire is got so much range. Not only in length, but in width. So you have to, like, jump over it to survive.
Your opponent offered some support. They blocked your burst attack. Great, you did it.
Gotcha. But, you know, that's just it, though. I'm not going to go telling people who they should play as, who they shouldn't. They have every right to use Chandelure. I just can't beat Chandelure for the life of me when when I'm facing a human player. Against a computer, no problem. Against a human player, oh my god. I get my butt kicked so badly. Because those projectiles are so hard for me to learn how to dodge them. Like, unless I'm playing as a really fast character, I can't even dodge one.
All right then, time for battle. Go show them what you're made of. My Weavile's cheering for you too.
Yeah, exactly. So you see what I mean. Like, it seems a bit too much. I get why Chandelure is like that, because Chandelure is not really known for using physical attacks much, but maybe put a bit more of a slowdown on the rate of fire for his projectiles, because he can shoot them really quickly.
Cage is full. Nicely done. The next round is
And Breakson can be almost as ridiculous. Not as dangerous, but I would say pretty close in terms of the projectile spamming. Breakson has some pretty tough to dodge projectiles. Oh, I didn't catch him, dang it. Get over here. Zoom, 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 pow.
like that. You practically won the round. Keep up the pressure and take them down.
Yeah, Lucario is pretty cool, peoples. Yeah, in the end, like, the only two Pokemon that I have a bit of a tough time fighting is Chandelure and Breakson. Other than that, I'm pretty much fine facing or playing as anybody else.
Hey, keep up the good work. Pick where you want to assign your skill.
Hey, Susanto, welcome to the stream. But if Chandelure fails, Lucario's the only feasible option. Oh, really?
I'll try to give you some good advice.
It's between Chandelure and Lucario for you. You gotta get to school? Alright, take care, Twilight Wolf. I'll still be live streaming for quite a while, so I'll probably still be here when you get back. Playing Pokken Tournament. Thanks for coming, though. Hi, Susanto. My stream time is kind of weird these days. I don't know what it is, dude. I've been trying to follow the usual schedule that I tell people, and there are days where I'm just too tired to live stream for like more than an hour. And it might just be because of my work schedule this week, because it's really all over the place. I felt that since I didn't really live stream for very long earlier, I should live stream tonight into the usual time that I end. But on the bright side, over on Digimon, I got myself Darkdramon, Examon, and I degenerated Paildramon because he needs higher ability and a higher level max. I'm probably not going to be having Paildramon as a Digimon for a while until I get his ABI back up to 100. Oh no, invincibility frames! No! Oh, Pikachu Libre, you suck. Take that, Dragon Claw. Yeah, if I could apologize to everybody, because I feel like I'm going back on on my commitment, and I don't want to. So, I'm trying to fix it. I really am.
Now you've qualified for the tournament. You already know how it all works, right? Let's go and win this thing.
Yeah, thanks. Within only like a few he was only 3 stat boosts away from being able to turn into Examon. Alright, so my first match was against another Charizard. Alright, let's do this. Honestly, I like the small Examon compared to like the big one. I don't know why. He looks cooler for some reason. I think it's because he looks more like an armored Digimon than like an armored dragon than the big Examon in the story. Oh, God.
Your support gauge is full. Now's your chance to deal some real damage.
Gotcha.
The next round is where it counts. That battle was awesome.
Well,
Can I expect
the big one, in my opinion, funny thing actually, Billy was telling me how he would have preferred it if he had the big Examon, and I was like, I don't know. See, the thing about the Royal Knights is that they're supposed to be special, like one-of-a-kind type of Digimon. Which is why when you get your own Omnimon, he sounds completely different from the Omnimon in the story. Because the Omnimon you are working with in the story mode is special. So I find that the giant Examon is just a special Examon. By the way, what platform is this? This is on the Wii U. As of course it is Pokemon, so it's made by Nintendo, so it's a Nintendo console only. Which is perfectly fine by me.
Whew, that was awesome. By the book battles are nice,
This game
but a
is
fun method
awesome.
is to pick where you want to assign your skill points.
Let's boost attack. Alright, Pikachu Libre, and then we'll either be facing a Pikachu or a Lucario.
Which Pokemon do you want to tag for support? I always just go with my gut. Round one. I wonder what your opponent has in store for you today.
Gotcha! Seismic Toss.
Like that, you practically won already. Keep up the pressure. Your synergy gauge is still only half full. Nicely done.
Das Boot.
All right. That battle was awesome. Can I expect some more of that for the next round? Just remember, the most important thing is to all right. Keep up the pressure and take them down. Incredible! You've already taken the lead.
Oh, I was hoping I could fully combo that. Haha!
Great. Hey, keep up the good work. Pick where you want to assign.
Against the Pikachu. Alright.
Relax. Remember, you're in this to have fun.
Uh,
I wonder what your opponent
you can, but you have to do it before you enter a league set. So if you enter a tournament, you're stuck with the Pokemon you chose. Because how the game works is that you choose a partner Pokemon. And that Pokemon is who you use for ranked matches. At least I think ranked matches, and when you do single player. So you have to go back to my town to switch your Pokemon. You then select your partner Pokemon, and you can go into the league and train them that way. Do some single battles against a computer to level them up a little bit. And then you can enter the Ferrum League and work your way to becoming champion of the Ferrum League.
Pokemon and give it your very best. You've already used your burst, so now it's time to keep pounding at him. Yikes! A critical hit.
Gotcha, gotcha. Can I pull it off? Can I pull it off? Yeah! My synergy was almost gone, so I thought I might not be able to pull that off. Oh wow, that is one defensive Pikachu.
With a lead like that, you've practically won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down.
Aerial Slash.
Awesome! My cheering seems to have worked, huh?
Nice.
Good work. Your battles are fun, even just watching. You earned a new title.
Intermediate Battle Trainer. Achievement unlocked.
You
League
earned
Tournament.
a new title.
Nice. Champion! Nice. And I get Reshiram and Cresselia. Sweet.
Incredible! You just dominated.
Have I tried the other ones? Yes, I have. I've tried all of them at least once, a few of them multiple times.
Alrighty, next up is the B rank promotion test.
I
You've qualified for the promotion.
I haven't spent time practicing playing as them. Like the only two Pokemon that I'm the most proficient at is Pikachu and Charizard.
You're good, but are you B rank? My trial is no pushover. You would do well to hold nothing back.
Time to pick a support set. Alright then, go get him.
That glare from Suicune.
Don't you just get all revved up before a battle? I wonder what your opponent has in store. Alright then, let's give it a shot. Alright, keep up the pressure and take them down.
Is Blaziken any good? Dude, Blaziken is freaking amazing. If you look up like combos for Blaziken, you can get up to I've watched somebody rack up 15 hits on me with Blaziken. Like his combo potential is incredibly high.
Come on, let's win this next one. Alright, let's have some more fun for the next round too. Now then, round 2.
The thing about the Pokemon is that they're all good in their own sort of way, which is what I like. Is that they made sure that they were all different.
Use your burst. Now it's time to keep pounding at him. You've got more HP, but don't get careless. Nice finish.
Yeah. Blaziken's a fantastic Pokemon. Every Pokemon is fantastic. I'd say
So,
I'd say Chandelure and Fennekin need to be a bit nerfed in how fast their projectiles are shot. They fire them a bit too quickly, and it leaves no room for comfort against your
you
opponent.
earned a new title.
B rank battle trainer. Heck yeah.
Interesting. You have more than enough potential to proceed to the next level. You have passed and may proceed to B rank. Do your best in the next league too.
Alright, next up is the Red League. You'll get some more support sets, so don't forget to go to my town to change them.
Right.
Great
Who do we
news.
get?
You've rounded up some more support. Great news. You've rounded
Ominous
up some more
Wind.
support.
An attack that slowly advances forward. Attack increased.
Great news. You've rounded up some more support.
Interesting.
Wowzers! You might be even stronger than me now. How about... What? Where's all the synergy power going?
Was that power I just felt coming from you two? It wasn't exactly the same as before.
Mewtwo? Is that stone sucking up all the synergy power?
I'm sorry, but
Brace yourself!
Oh, I have to fight Shadow Mewtwo again? gotta win this time. I don't want to lose. I came so close to winning last time.
Yikes! I can't get a read on Mewtwo. Best not to try to pull anything fancy. All right then, let's give it a shot. Still too early to use your synergy burst. Your support page is full.
Oh god.
It's close quarter combat. They've gone into burst mode. Don't let him get you.
No! Oh god. This is gonna hurt. Big time.
What incredible power! But this isn't over yet. Synergy gauge maxed out. KO.
Ugh. God. I did better the first time I fought him. So unfair. You don't know much about Pokemon, do you, Susanto? That isn't Armored Mewtwo. That is Mewtwo's Mega Evolution that was created starting with Generation 6. Pokemon X and Y. That is Mewtwo
And it
X.
finished off with a synergy burst again. That was a bit scarier than before, though. It was just sucking up the synergy power like a black hole. These stones are supposed to be used to connect Pokemon and their trainers, not this. By the way, didn't that girl look like she was trying to say something? And what was that she was saying before the battle? Something about some sort of power? Or how it was different from before or something. You think they've been searching for you? If you find yourself in a slump, try jumping back into the tutorial for some free training.
No worries, buddy. Everybody makes mistakes. Let's see here. My support Pokemon. Let's change you to Bat. And these guys become yeah, they'd be a good choice. There we go. I kind of lost in the X and Y series. You can be in a dress.
Hey, have you seen my Weavile anywhere?
Nope. You're just restarting Alpha Sapphire? Nice. Have fun. That game is enjoyable as
Here we
hell.
are again. It's time to take on a whole new league. Apparently, this league jumps up in level a lot more than the others have. But don't worry, you'll be fine. You and your Pokemon aren't exactly wimps either.
Gengar, Weavile, Lucario, Chandelure, and Lucario. Got it.
Time to pick a support set.
Let's see here. Let's go set A.
Which Pokemon do you want to tag for support? I always just go with my gut. This battle arena is huge! Better make use of all that space. Your synergy gauge is still only half full.
Ah, he got me with the grapple. Ouch.
Your support gauge is full. I choose you! You're losing HP. Energy gauge maxed out.
Gotcha. I'm actually playing through
That battle was
Pokemon Yellow on the 3DS because they put that on the eShop.
just remember, the most important thing is
Thank
to
God.
enjoy the battle.
I've always wanted, and they made it so that you can transfer Pokemon up to Sun and Moon when they come out.
First song! Knock him out!
And then I also plan on getting the red and blue copies on my 3DS as well, and playing through those. Get as many Pokemon as I can.
Hey, keep up the good work. Pick where you want to assign your skill.
Huh. I like that when we get like occasional messages from the computers.
Picking a support. All right then, go get him. Don't you just get all revved up before a battle? I wonder what you're about. Just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the battle. Incredible!
Reliving the childhood memories. Heck yeah, dude. That's what it's all about, man. That commercial they did to advertise the anniversary of Pokemon just hits you right in the heart. If you grew up with it since Generation 1, oh my god, the feels that commercial gives you.
Let's have some more fun for the next round, too. Now then, round two. All right then, let's give it a shot. Hey, your synergy gauge is full.
Such a nice commercial for them to advertise that they're making another generation.
Lead like that, you've practically won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down.
And honestly, I'm just glad that with the 3DS version, like it's possible. Makes it. They made it so that you can still do like multiplayer stuff wirelessly. So you don't need a link cable to play with your friend uh, or to trade with them. Um,
Okay, let's
and And when Pokemon Sun and Moon come out, we'll be able to transfer the Pokemon we collected in Red, Blue, and Yellow over to Sun and Moon, which is pretty cool. Um, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they did the same thing for Gold and Silver and Crystal. That'd be pretty cool.
This battle arena is pretty tight. Try not to get pinned down. Incredible! You've already taken the lead.
Oh God, Lucario, why?
To get the hang of this, eh? Your synergy gauge is still only half full. Your support gauge
But I'm expecting it to be a while before Pokemon Sun and Moon come out, so I'm going to try to play through as many generations as I can.
Go give them what that was a good clean win. Wanna head into the next battle with a round two? Alright then, let's give it a shot. Now's your chance to deal some real damage. That was awesome!
Who's stronger, Charmeleon versus Quilava? Which one has higher stats? Because that's a tough call to make. Because they're both pure fire types. And because they're both pure fire types, their fire attacks can't do much to each other, so it'd be based on whatever moves they have.
Man, I can see why everyone's talking about you. You'll hold your own in this league, no problem. I need to up my game. Hey, one thing. I just heard this from a member of the league staff. Seems like something odd has been happening across the entire ferrum region. Gaia power, the source of synergy power, is apparently getting weaker.
Wait, that sounds pretty serious. Don't
Also,
you
hi Kodaka, welcome to the stream. Honestly though, if I were to choose between Charmeleon or Quilava, I'd pick Charmeleon.
You said it. If it starts to adversely affect the Pokemon, then they're looking into putting the league on hold. I really hope it doesn't come to that.
The league's getting put on hold is a pretty big deal. Still been hearing lots about that black Mewtwo as well. I've got a bad feeling about this. No use in sitting around worrying, though. We've got to start planning for the next battle. Time to pick a support set. All right then, go get him.
Charmeleon would win, Dragon Rage will knock it out easy.
Which Pokemon do you want to tag?
But you can't control Charmeleon. Yeah, you can. Ash couldn't control Charmeleon because Charmeleon was extremely high leveled before he had a badge because his Ash's Charmeleon wasn't listening to him because Ash's Charmeleon was incredibly strong-handed. It thought it was completely invincible, even when it became a Charizard. It wasn't until it finally lost a match did it finally start to realize that it needs to listen to Ash. And Quilava is a pet Pokemon. Honestly, almost all Pokemon are pet Pokemon. So it doesn't really make Quilava that special. He's just a very favorable starter Pokemon. He's a good fire. They're both good fire types. And I would choose Charmeleon over Quilava any day because I like the Charmander family line more than I like the Cyndaquil line.
Keep it up and you're golden. Hey, your synergy gauge is full. You did it.
So if I'm not able to control my Charmeleon, I'll just make sure that he loses a match, and we'll see how he feels about that.
How are you feeling after that battle? You earned a new title. take a support set. Alrighty, let's have some fun.
Alright, Lucario. Awesome.
Relax. Remember, you're in this.
Let's go with Cresselia.
Just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the battle. Yikes! A critical hit! They aren't going easy. Your support gauge is full. Still too early to use your synergy burst. Great, you did it!
Wasn't the most combo heavy.
That battle was awesome! Can I expect some more of that for the next round? You just gotta believe in your Pokemon, and hey, your synergy gauge is full! I choose you!
No, dude, Typhlosion is really good for a fire type Pokemon. And it's the only fire type starter I think we have that is pure fire type all the way through. His special attack is fantastic. In his defense, he's not in his physical defense isn't that special, but Typhlosion's a really good Pokemon. Meganium's a good Pokemon. It was just that Meganium couldn't really be utilized well. If you know what I mean. It was like they gave you Meganium for like a hard mode type of thing, and it didn't really work out with the type of gym leaders they had. Meganium barely saw any use. Typhlosion, he's like the perfect Pokemon for a comfortable playthrough because he can literally handle almost everything. I played through the entire Gold, Silver games without using any other Pokemon but my Typhlosion, and he beat Red with a lot of healing items. But when you're only using one Pokemon against Pokemon that he should not be fighting against, it's kind of expected. It wasn't until Silver, it wasn't until I got to Red where I used other Pokemon, and but for most of the fight against Red, I used Typhlosion. So Typhlosion is a pretty good Pokemon. Meganium isn't that really reliable. Feraligatr, he's in between. He can dish hits and can also take them, but besides a good physical attack stat, he's not that special.
Alright then, let's give it a shot.
In terms of Typhlosion's move pool in Gold and Silver, he's definitely lacking, though. That's for sure. He doesn't learn as many moves as he should. Especially in Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
So, how about it? How are you feeling after that battle? Pick where you want to assign your skill points.
Feraligatr is good now, at least after the Gen 4. Oh, that's good.
Time to take a support set. Okay, let's go.
I honestly wouldn't know for Meganium and Feraligatr because I always use Typhlosion. I almost never use Feraligatr or Meganium. I think it's because I always like having a fire type on my team.
Opponent has in store for you
And
today.
in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, there aren't that many fire types you can really access. Especially in the gold version, too. Because I think Growlithe was Soul Silver exclusive. I think it was Vulpix for Heart Gold, but I think you couldn't get Vulpix till like really late in the game, and I wanted a fire type really early.
Your synergy gauge is still only half full.
And there were already plenty of options for a water type.
Keep up the pressure and take them down.
Because I love Vaporeon. Vaporeon's an amazing water type Pokemon. Vaporeon and Lapras were my two choices of a water type
Let's have some more fun for the next round, too.
in Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
You just gotta believe in your Pokemon and give it your very best. Your synergy gauge is full.
Oh, you sneaky devil.
A critical hit. They aren't going Your good work. Your battles are
Vaporeon's defense is godlike. Yeah, I know. Can take a Hyper Beam from Lance's Dragonite and shake it off like it's nothing.
picking a support set is always. I'll try to give you some good advice.
Vaporeon is one of the best water types in the Pokemon franchise. And will always hold its spot.
All right then, time for battle. Go show them what you're made of. Round one. This battle arena is huge. Better make use of all that space. Keep it up, you're golden. Your synergy gauge is still only half full. You're starting to get the hang of your support gauge is full.
Ah. No, you don't. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Take tail.
Let's jump right into the next round. All right.
Oh,
let's
man.
have some more fun for the next round too. Now round two. All right then. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, you know what? I think Pokemon Sun and Moon is going to be a lot of fun. Besides, most of the time when new generation games come out, the most we have to listen to about complaining is how silly Pokemon look and how certain Pokemon are destroyed in the competitive scene. Oh my god.
That's no time. Keep cool and get your head in the battle. You can't use first yet. Don't get careless. It's close quarter combat from here on.
Gotcha.
Keep it up. Time is really ticking away. That was awesome.
Because, you know, honestly, when it came to the Pokemon games, I just never cared about whether a Pokemon had a certain nature or not. To me, it was, I like this Pokemon. I'm going to use it. I don't care what other people say. I don't care if it's one of the worst Pokemon. I liked using it. And most of the time, terrible Pokemon are still useful in the main game because not everybody does online competitive battling, you know? They just play through the story mode and then battle with some friends here and there. You know, I find that more fun than trying to get those EVs and IV training so that way you have like one of the best Pokemon ever. It's just not fun to me. It's like stressing yourself out over something. But that's just from my point of view. You know, if other people like doing it, that's perfectly fine. I just don't see the point in it myself.
Your synergy gauge is still only half full. You're at about half HP. Be careful. Synergy gauge maxed out. Your support gauge is full.
Boom!
Go and get him.
Gotcha! Wow, that was a really clever Charizard.
Awesome. Can I expect some more of that for the
Alright, come on, bring it.
You just gotta believe in your Pokemon and give it your very best. Even when they're in burst mode, hit them with a strong attack. You can make them flinch.
Then we are the same type of trainer. You're the same type of trainer as me, who likes to just play the game with your favorite Pokemon. Who cares about natures or EVs and IVs? Nice. You know? I just like to have fun playing with my friends, but I hate it when I listen to people go, "Oh my god, and it's inanimate nature!" Like,
Time to take a support set.
here's an example of something that just recently happened. Chucka Conroy is a Let's Player who does mainly games that are on Nintendo consoles. He is a very entertaining guy. He's very energetic. He gives great information when he Let's Plays Pokemon. He just recently did a part for Diamond Pearl and for Pokemon Platinum where he caught a Phoebus, or Feebas, or however you pronounce it.
Just remember, the most
My problem with that video is that instead of just accepting the Pokemon he had, he literally decided to make a video where he spent an entire part searching for this Feebas that had a specific nature to benefit its stats. And I was like, dude, why couldn't you just use the Feebas you had? It still would have done just fine. But, you know, I'm not one to tell him how to play the game. It's just that I don't think natures should really matter because your Pokemon is still going to get the job done in the single player mode. But then again, when I thought about it, it was mainly because he does multiplayer battles with other people through his Let's Play. Like whenever he shows off multiplayer related stuff, he battles whoever's with him that day. So that's probably why. But I don't know. It just I never really care when someone's like, "Oh my god, it's this nature," because I'm like, so what? It's still a good Pokemon regardless of its nature. I don't need Mega Evolution to take care of you. Now get over here. Alright, almost level 50.
Pick where you want to assign your skill point.
Nice. $13. Wow. Alrighty. I'll do this one.
Time to pick a support set. Alright then, go get him.
Yeah, basically. It's like if it has a good if you got it with a good nature, good for you. But don't go wasting your time trying to catch another Pokemon that's a rare encounter just because it doesn't have a nature that benefits what type of Pokemon it is. Like, that's such a waste of time, and it just kind of makes it... For me, that would slow the pace of the game tremendously for me, and I'd get bored.
Like that, you practically won already.
So...
Tractor and take him down. The next round is where it counts. That battle was awesome.
Because for me, like, I'll catch a Pokemon, I won't even care about its nature. Well, I'll read what kind of nature it is, but I don't even know what nature does what.
Thing is to enjoy the battle. Hey, your synergy gauge is full. You've got more HP, but don't get careless. You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Keep it up. Watch their movement, and don't forget your counterattack. You're at about half HP. Time is really ticking over.
Nom. Bite your ankles.
You're him. So, how about it? How are you?
Alright. After this bracket, I think I'll switch to a different partner
Picking
Pokemon.
a support set is always a tough choice, isn't it? Hope this will be
I'll
some
stick with
good
set
fun.
A. Power Fighter. I think that's the rank you get if you level up your Charizard to 50.
Don't you just
Some
get
people
all
go
revved
even
up
more and
before battle?
calculate its IV.
I wonder why.
Yeah. It's like, just raise your Pokemon naturally, guys. Come on. That's what the whole point of it was.
You've got more HP, but don't get careless. Your synergy gauge is still
But to be honest, if... I would have to say... it, because of my opinion, I guess that would basically mean that I would have preferred it if Nintendo did not make natures. But then again, it's probably that they...
Go give them what for. That battle was
Sorry, excuse me. But then again, when I think about it,
next one.
it's another way of showing just how much you love your Pokemon by raising it to its true potential. But in order to do that, you gotta IV and EV train. But it's such a time-consuming process, because I bet that's what Nintendo was going for. I mean, Game Freak was going for. They wanted you to spend a lot of time raising up your favorite Pokemon to their true potential and become a true Pokemon master. So EV and IV training was kind of necessary.
You're at about half HP. Be careful. Nice! They blocked your burst attack.
Gotcha.
Nice. Hey, keep up the good work. Taking a support. All right then. Go get him. Don't you just get all revved up before a battle? I wonder what round you won. This battle arena is pretty tight. You have to get pinned down.
In my opinion, if I was going to be doing like competitive IV training, if they keep that super trainer app in
I don't think you can take any more hits.
if they bring it into Sun and Moon, then I might go out of my way to do that. Because honestly, I prefer the super trainer. It's a much better way for IVs and EVs because it's just a simple mini game, which is actually pretty fun. It's a nice little time consumer, so I'm fine with raising Pokemon that way, because I did do that with a Gengar once. Not fully, but I did do like a few rounds to give it a bit of a boost to its special attack and speed, and then some HP on the side. I would say... Actually, I might just do it in X and Y when I play it again.
Don't get careless.
Ah, invincibility! Yeah, see, that's the thing, is whenever it came down to, like, things that Game Freak tried to incorporate into Pokemon because they thought people would enjoy doing it, I actually didn't mind it. And yet so many people would complain that it wasn't fun, or or it was a stupid idea and stuff like that, and I'm like, I didn't really find it that bad. It's actually pretty fun to do some stuff on the side if you don't feel like... Because if you've already beat the game, why not try to get everything else?
I'll try to give you some good advice.
I did the super training so I can get the evolution stones in super secret training. Super secret training? You can get evolution stones that way?
Pokemon do you want to tag for support? I always just go with my round one. All right then. Let's give it a
Huh.
shot.
I didn't know you could.
Your synergy gauge is still only half full. Now's your chance to deal some real damage.
Pikachu is totally screwed. That was a beautiful victory.
Let's jump right into the next round. That battle was awesome. Can I expect some more of that for the next round? You just gotta believe in your Pokemon and give it your very best energy gauge maxed out. Moves like that, you practically won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down. Amazing.
Oh yeah, in Alpha Sapphire Omega Ruby. Like, it's almost impossible to get a Dawn Stone for a Gallade before you get to the Elite Four. Like, just as you're, like, you have to beat the game and then get it. I think if you look into, like, a guide, there's probably a Dawn Stone you can find beforehand via the Item Seeker. I think. Don't quote me on that.
Which Pokemon do you want to tag for support? I always just go with my gut. I wonder what your opponent has in store for you today.
Ouch.
You're too early to use your synergy burst.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Keep it up. Your support gauge is full. You did it. The next round is where... All right, let's have some more fun for the next round, too. Now then, round 2.
I guess in the end, for me, getting a Gallade never really mattered because because every time I caught a Kirlia, it would a Ralts, it would always be female. I've never once caught a male Ralts,
Nice. You've got the
or at least gone out of my way to catch one.
but don't get there.
Because I always used Gardevoir, even though I was like, I actually like Gallade's design. I'd like to get a Gallade for once. But if I didn't run into a male Ralts the first time, I was fine with a female one.
Awesome. Whew, that was awesome.
Nice. Okay.
Keep your eyes up.
So what say we change the Pokemon we use? I'm fine with mixing it up. Actually, let me do just one more bracket with Charizard so he can reach level 50, and then I'll switch. I only take Gallade just for my fighting team. Really? I mean, he's a pretty good sweeper.
Making a support set is always
And in the other case, Gardevoir is the go-to. Fair enough. Gardevoir is my go-to if there isn't another psychic type already on my team.
Don't you just get all revved up before a battle? I wonder what your opponent... Just do your thing and you'll be fine.
Alright, let's see here.
That was awesome! A lead like that, you've practically won already. Keep up the pressure and your synergy gauge is still only half full. Nice finish!
Ah, that flamethrower.
Keep it up! Alright, let's have some more fun for the next round, too. Now, round 2. Just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy...
As for me, when it comes to, like, other types, it depends on what generation I'm playing.
You've already taken the
Like, if I'm playing X and Y, my preferred starter Pokemon is Froakie. Because Greninja is awesome. He was the first Pokemon I ever raised to level 100. My god, did I feel good raising him. And I hope they bring in his Mega Evolution from the anime. Because it looks pretty cool. So he's my go-to water type if I have the option. For electricity, I prefer getting a Pikachu and raising it to a Raichu. But if it's Generation 2, then I choose Ampharos. Magnezone's not a bad choice either for a steel and electric type.
Awesome. By the book battles are nice, but a fun map. Pick where you want to assign your skills. You earned a new title.
A grass type. What would be my preferred grass type? Sceptile.
Time to pick a support set. Okay.
The Trico family would be my grass type choice. Fire type, always Charizard. I would rather have him over any other fire type Pokemon in the game. As for legendary, I would probably pick Lugia.
Which Pokemon do you want to tag for support? I always just go
Yeah, that's it for now. Unless you have any questions about a certain type of Pokemon, then I can always state which Pokemon I'd prefer. Whether it be based on generation or just type in general.
You did it.
Ampharos is your go-to as well. Yeah, it seems to be a pretty popular electric type Pokemon. It's extremely slow, but its stats are, its HP and its special attack and such is just fantastic.
Border combat. You're on. Nice. Keep it up. And you're
Oh, you sneaky goose.
You did it.
Das Boot. Whew.
So, how about it?
When I was a kid, I thought that Ampharos evolved from Raichu.
Adapting to whatever comes your way, and more than anything, you two really share a bond. Oh, while I have you, for my blog, I heard you fought Shadow Mewtwo. Is that true?
Shadow Mewtwo?
The black Pokemon that everyone's talking about. Shadow Mewtwo seems to be the name people have settled on.
For me, I didn't even know Ampharos was in the game, because when Gold and Silver came out, I only knew about a few new Pokemon. So when I first played Gold and Silver, I found Mareep, and I was like, I wonder what this turns into, and I was like, oh, it's an electric type, so I was like, oh, I want one. So I raised it, because, you know, Pikachu's awesome, electricity for the win, and then it became Ampharos, and I was like, oh, cool, it's that lighthouse Pokemon.
And I hear you get taken to some strange place to battle.
Wow. Without even realizing it, we've arrived someplace new. It's beautiful, but still scary.
Kinda cool. I'd love to see that for myself. There haven't been any sightings at all recently. I wonder why. My readers want to know the truth.
Shadow Mewtwo, huh? Is that what people are calling it? You think something happened to that Mewtwo? And that girl? First, there's the whole talk of the Gaia power growing weaker and weaker, and I just hope things don't get worse.
Let's use Croagunk and Sylveon. Why not? I haven't really been using supports that much.
All right then, time for battle. Go show them what you're made of. You just gotta believe in your Pokemon and give it your very
Yeah, if we existed in, like, in the real world, if Pokemon... Yeah, only Shadow Pokemon are known for looking like that. Well, at least certain legendaries. Because, like, they've done one with Shadow Lugia.
support gauge is full.
What was the other special Shadow Pokemon? Was Shadow Lugia the first? Yeah, Shadow Lugia was the first. A Shadow Mega Mewtwo X. That's new for me. Well, that's the first. This game is the first time they ever did anything involving Shadow Mewtwo.
Can I expect some more of that for the next round?
Oh man, I wish Pokemon was real. Charizard would be my like buddy Pokemon for the entire adventure. Plus, life would be easier.
They've got the lead, but this is an open gauge maxed out. You're powered up. Now's your chance to feel some real damage. Hey, keep up the good work. Pick where you want to assist. You got a new item.
Alright, Oliver and Carmen, and then I'm switching my Pokemon, and I'm probably going to get my butt kicked because I did that.
Support them. I'll try to give you some good advice.
But we'll see. I would choose Aggron. No reason in particular. I just liked it when the first time I saw it. Yeah, Aggron's pretty cool. Let's go, Charizard.
Relax. Remember, you're in this
Charizard for the win!
This battle arena is huge. Better make use of all that space. All right, you've got a pin. Keep it up. Lead like that.
Gotcha.
You won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down. Your energy gauge is still only half full.
Nice.
The next round is where it counts. All right, let's have some more fun for the next round too.
Charizard can be so broken with those grabs of his.
Gotta believe in your Pokemon and give it your very best.
They're so powerful too for grabs.
Now's your chance to deal some real damage. I choose you.
No.
Nice. You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Keep it up.
Let's see if he blocks this. Nope. He let go of his guard just before it hit.
Super effective.
I love Charizard in this game. He's so good. Susanto, would there be a specific Pokemon you would like me to play as? Because I have no problem taking on requests on Pokemon I should play as. Just don't expect, like, professional, like, comboist type of attacks. Because Charizard's pretty much the only one who I know most of combos for. Or anybody who happens to be watching can request me to play a Pokemon. If they haven't seen that Pokemon in action. Oh my goodness. Take that, Pikachu! Oh, I meant to select Cresselia. My bad. Hi, Squiddy. Welcome to the stream. Ah, no. Blaziken, you got it, buddy. Yay.
Nice work! Looks like my advice is helping, huh? Pick where you want to assign. You earned a new title. Free battles are where you keep your eye.
Can I play with you online? Breaks in is even better. Ugh. Joy. I'm gonna do a bit of practicing as Blaziken in the Ferrum League for a little bit. But I'll let you know once I'm willing to do some online matches. Sorry, buddy. It's just I want to start getting somewhere in the Ferrum League because I want to eventually unlock Mewtwo.
Picking a support set is always a tough.
And the Ferrum League is a good way for me to level up my Pokemon stats and try out some others. But I will let you play, just not right now.
Which Pokemon
Is that alright?
you had for support? I always just go with Just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the battle. Your synergy gauge is still only half full.
Jeez.
Your synergy gauge is full. I don't think you can take
Ow.
hits.
I hate to have to use this so soon.
It's really great. All right, that battle was awesome. Can I expect some more of that for the next one? Round 2. My Weevile's cheering for you too.
Okay.
Your synergy gauge is still only half full.
Gotta play this carefully.
Maxed out. You can't call for support before your support turns on. Knock him out.
Gotcha. No reason why this couldn't finish him off.
Super effective.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. Whew, that was awesome. Picking a support set is alrighty. Let's have some fun.
Oh, wow, another Garchomp.
Relax. Remember, you're in this to have fun. Round one. Just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the battle. You're all right. Let's call in some support. There's some power on the field. I wouldn't say it's the safest because time is halfway up.
My god, no! Oh, jeez!
Come on, that other trainer is awesome.
Come on, Blaziken, we can do this. We can turn this around.
My Weavile's cheering for you too. All right, let's keep this up. You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Keep it up. You're at about half HP. Be careful. To lead like that, you won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down. Time is really ticking away.
Ugh, only safe choice I had.
The next round will decide the match. Your Pokemon looks ready to rock. You just gotta believe in your Pokemon. There's a huge amount of power on the field. But don't get careless.
Will this get him? Yeah!
Nice finish.
Alrighty then.
Good work. Your battles are fun, even just watching. Pick where you want to. You earned a new title.
Up and coming. Interesting title. Alright, just a Sceptile, a Weevil, and a Pikachu. Oh boy. Oh boy.
It's always a tough choice, isn't it? Hope this will be some good old fun.
Hey Squiddy, if you're still here, we can do a match we can do some matches once I finish this bracket. Like this set of trainers.
All right then, time for battle. Go show them what you're made of. I guess this battle arena is sort of ovalish. Make sure not to get back into the walls. Critical hit! They're hitting you like a book.
Oh my god.
Still only half full. You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Keep it up. Nice. Keep it up and you're golden. Your synergy gauge is full. Nicely done.
Hey David, welcome to the stream.
Come on, Weavile. All right, let's have some more fun
Welcome
for
to
the next
Pokken
round.
Tournament.
Now then. Round 2. All right then, let's give it a shot. First, already? You aren't playing around, huh? With a lead like that, you've practically won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down. You're losing HP. Time is passing.
Ooh. How's the game? The game is absolutely fun. It's a great fighting game. It's a completely different game all on its own. With a nice cast of Pokemon to choose from, all with their different unique playstyles and combo potential. It's a flat out blast game. And who is my main? Right now, the two Pokemon that I excel the most at is Charizard and Pikachu. Charizard being my number 1, Pikachu being my number 2. So Charizard is my main Pokemon. Think I have the guts to beat you? Maybe.
Oh, it's a tough choice, isn't it?
Maybe.
Okay, let's go.
But yeah, the game is an absolute blast.
All right then, time for battle. Go show them what you're made of. I guess this battle arena is sort of ovalish. Make sure not to get backed into the wall. Nice. Keep it up and you're golden. Your synergy gauge is still only half full. Your support gauge is full. They're losing. Watch their movements and don't forget your counter.
No, not Pikachu Libre. Just regular Pikachu. Pikachu Libre works differently.
I don't think you can take any more hits. Hey, your synergy gauge is full.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is bad. Back off! You should try Sceptile Mewtwo and Shadow Mewtwo.
The next round, that was a
I've
good
tried a
fight.
bit of Shadow
Wanna finish
Mewtwo.
the next battle with the same
The only problem I have with Shadow Mewtwo is that
Give it a shot.
his attacks take away health and health is like the most important thing in this game. Mewtwo, I have to unlock him first, and Sceptile, I have. The hard part for me is that he's... I guess it's not that he's a slow fighter. My issue is that because there's not... all his moves are slow build-up attacks, so... he like... so like an attack will be strike once, catch him in this, and then follow up with this. Type of thing. And it's a little bit tough for me to learn his combos. His combos are rather complicated. But I'll try. I'll try to learn. I want to try to learn all the Pokemon, even if I'm not, even if I don't end up good at them. I'm going to still try to at least learn how to play a basic game with them. Get down. Do I think Wigglytuff would be a good character in the game? I think Wigglytuff would make a good support character. I don't think she'd really be a fighting character. You want to see Charizard gameplay? Sure, I can do that. I gotta do one more battle first, otherwise I'll have to redo that entire bracket.
Time to pick a support set. Alrighty, let's have some fun.
Yeah, I can get some Charizard gameplay in for you. I'll just do a regular computer battle.
Don't you just get all revved up before a battle? I wonder what your opponent has in mind. Alright then, let's give it a shot. Like that, you practically won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down. Still too early to use your switch first. Alright, let's call in some support. Awesome.
Got ya.
The next round. Alright, let's have some more fun for the next round too.
I'm gonna stick with Cresselia.
Just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the battle.
Jeez, that did a lot of damage.
Maxed out. Alright, let's call in some support.
Ow. Stop! No!
Time is halfway up. We've got to make a move before it's too late.
La, 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 la.
There's nothing wrong with focusing on winning. The most important
Oh god.
is to have fun.
Ow! god!
Come on. Next up is the final round. Let's keep this fun.
Come on, I can do this. I can do this.
Just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the skill too early to use your synergy burst. Moves like that, you've practically won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down. Synergy gauge maxed out.
There we go. Woo!
Nice work! Looks like my advice is helping, huh? Pick where you want to assign your...
Oh boy. Alright, let me do just one free battle.
If
And then I'll do some... And then I'll do a match with you, Squiddy, okay? Sorry, I didn't mean to make you wait longer, but I promised I'd show some Charizard gameplay, so...
choose your Pokemon.
Doesn't matter who I'm fighting.
Support set.
Random, random. Standard. Random. Alright, David. Oh wow, look at that. They got Charizard as well. That's great.
Don't you just get all revved up before a battle? I wonder what your opponent has in store for you. Round one. All right then, let's give it a shot. All right, keep up the pressure and take it down.
Gotcha. This is like my favorite combo.
Was awesome. Nice. Your synergy gauge is still only half full. Great, you did it.
How's Suicune and Garchomp? Suicune is kind of like a mix of
Battle was awesome. Can I expect
like
some more of that?
is short combos combined with heavy water and ice attacks.
Synergy gauge is
Garchomp is a slow but but hard hitting Pokemon. Like his attacks have like a few seconds delay before they actually do anything.
keep it up and you're golden. Watch their movements and don't forget your counterattack.
Imagine in Pokemon Sun and Moon you confuse your Pokemon with your trainer. Yeah, but what would that do?
Take any more hits.
It seems kind of random.
Now it's time to keep pounding out. Super effective. You're a math. Whew, that was awesome.
Alright, Squiddy, let's do it. I'm ready to get my butt kicked by your Braixen. Whoops, I did it again. Same versus code as before.
Which Pokemon are you battling with?
No problem, David. Glad I could show it off for you. Charizard is my favorite. So... yeah, Blaziken's pretty cool. I chose Charizard purely just because he's my favorite Pokemon.
Time to pick a support set.
Fighting a CPU to pass the time. That's cool.
Don't you just get all revved up before a battle? I wonder what your opponent has in store for you. All right then, let's give it a shot. Now's your chance to do some real damage. Your super stage is still only half full.
No, Suicune's not the only legendary. Mewtwo's a legendary. And he's in the game.
Your synergy gauge is full. You've got more to be done. Come on, Weavile. You suck. All right, let's have some more fun for the next round too. Now then. Round 2. All right then, let's give it a shot.
Hawlucha has a chance? Yeah, I think Hawlucha has a good chance. They'll just have to make sure he... I don't know if they'll... But... I think Pikachu already knows the move, Flying Press, or whatever it was called. So, I wonder what they'd give Hawlucha instead, but... You know.
Keep it up.
Versus code is same as before, Squiddy. Nothing but ones. Just fill it with the number 1.
Critical hit. They're hitting you like a using HP.
My goodness, the damage Pikachu does.
You can't use burst yet. Which Pokemon are you battling with? All right then, go get him.
Anyone.
Which Pokemon do you want to tag for support? I always just go with my gut. Round 1. You just gotta believe in your Pokemon and give it your very best. Nice critical hit. Your synergy gauge is full.
Well, Pokken would be weird without Mewtwo being the boss. I don't know. There's plenty of legendary Pokemon I think they could have. At least in my opinion. I think it would be possible to have, like... Why Suicune out of all other Pokemon? I don't know. I guess because they give Suicune more attention. Out of all the legendaries they've given attention to, I think Suicune's gotten the most, even in the show. At least I think, for the... At least for Johto's legendary dogs. Honestly, asking why Suicune out of all other Pokemon, and then not asking why, like, Marshtomp, not Marshtomp, Swampert didn't get in, it's basically the same thing. It's like, we know they should have been put in, and we know that some don't really belong, but, you know, they're in it. They're still fun to play, so that's all that matters. Ooh.
I don't think you can take any more hits. Your synergy gauge is full. Your opponent called in some support. You don't want to mess with an opponent that first. All right, go get him. You can't call for support before your support gauge is full.
No! Ah, well placed. Good timing. Oh wow, I survived.
But things are only just getting started.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if that shield was going to get me or not. Oh, dang it, I could have won that. Whew.
The next round will decide the match. Finish off with your favorite supply emblem. All right then, let's give it a shot.
Ow.
You're losing HP.
Oh my god, dude. No, not all the Pokemon are speed types.
You can't lose first yet. Your synergy gauge is full. Time is halfway up.
Whew. Good game. No. Your controller's not working, Squiddy? I was wondering why. You didn't seem as aggressive as you normally are.
Life is helping, huh?
Sometimes when you press counter though and someone hits you a certain way, for some reason it ignores counter or something like that. It also depends on how soon you let go of counter. Because it'll still... Is it the lag? I haven't been experiencing any lag at all. And no, Susanto, Charizard's not a speed type. Machamp's not a speed type. Blaziken's not a speed type. There's a bunch of technicals, a few speeds, and a few powers, and a bunch of and a few neutrals.
Step up your game. Incredible! You've already taken the lead. Your synergy gauge is full. Lead like that, you've practically won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down. You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Keep it up. All right, let's call it nicely done. Come on, Weavile. That battle was awesome. Can I expect some more of that the next time?
Yeah, standard. Thank you. There's standard, technical, speed, and power.
Okay, brace yourself and go, go, go! Lead like that, you've practically won already. You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Keep it up.
Oh god. Ah! Am I gonna do Digimon sometime today? Yeah, I can do Digimon.
You've got the lead, but don't jinx yourself.
Bubba bam!
Nice work. Looks like my advice is helping, huh?
Oh, Squiddy, disconnect your Pro Controller and reconnect it. Yeah, that'll probably fix it.
Which Pokemon are you battling with?
Now I'll stick with Pikachu.
Picking a support set is always a tough choice, isn't it? Hope this will be some good old fun.
Alright, see ya, Susanto. Thanks for coming, buddy. I'll see you later.
All right then, time for battle. Go show them what you're made of. This opponent is no wimp. Time to step up your game. Here they come. Be careful. They've got the lead. Keep an eye out for any openings. Better play it sick, don't get careless. It's close quarter combat from here on. Synergy gauge is still only half full.
Pikachu.
Time is halfway up. Hang in there.
Garchomp or Pikachu Libre next?
You can always change out your support.
I can try, but there's no guarantee I'll do well with them. Especially when I'm playing against someone who mains Braixen and mains him pretty well.
Pokemon and give it your very best. Yikes! A critical hit. They aren't going to. All right. Come on, you're not finished yet. There's a huge amount of power on the field.
Wow, nice. I like the delay on my button press there.
Punching bag.
I could have gotten a ranged attack off before you got up close to me, but for some reason, nope.
Hey, keep up the good work. Pick where you want. You earned a new title.
Alright.
Which Pokemon are you battling with? Picking a support set now then. Who are you up against this time?
Gee, Squiddy, I don't know. You tell me, since you won that match twice without much challenge. I am going to do terrible as Garchomp, but I'll try.
Relax. Remember, you're in this to have fun. Your opponent is a higher rank, but let's show them what you've got. Right about halfway. Be careful. You've got the lead. Keep an eye out for any openings. Your support gauge is full. You don't want to mess with them while they're powered up. Your synergy gauge is still only half full.
Meh.
Little heated up now. It's times like these you'll want to stay level-headed. Round 2. Just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the battle. Hey, your synergy gauge is full. All right, go get him. You're losing HP. You don't want to mess with them while they're powered up.
Ah, I missed.
You're not finished yet. You hold punching bag.
He's not good in the air, and he's also not that fast.
Hey,
Against a projectile user like Braixen, Garchomp stands no chance.
pick where you want.
Like, even Charizard has a better chance. Because at least Charizard can mix it up between ground and air combat.
Choose your Pokemon. Time to pick a support. I'll try to give you some good advice.
Nah, I think Little Mac moves even faster than Garchomp. Why are you choosing Pikachu Libre?
Don't you just get all revved up before a battle? I
Why? Why does that matter? I'm choosing Pikachu Libre at request.
no wimp. Time to step up your game. Still too early to use your synergy burst. You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Keep it up. Maxed out. I don't think you can take any more hits. Time is halfway up. All right, let's call in some support. Your opponent called in some support. All right, don't get all heated up now. It's times like these you'll want to stay level-headed. Round 2. All right then, let's give it a shot. There's a huge amount of power on the field. Your synergy gauge is full. You're losing HP.
No, it's fine, David. Don't worry about the requests. You know, I have no problem, like, showing off Pokemon for people.
Really ticking away.
You know? You don't have to apologize for it. I'm always up for requests when I'm playing a game that can take requests. That's suited for requests.
There's some power on the field.
I don't even know why I bother.
I choose you. Your synergy gauge is still only half full. Nice work. Looks like my advice is helping, huh? Pick where you want to assign. You earned a new title. Choose your Pokemon. Time to pick a support set. All right then, go get him.
Who should you use? Whoever you want. Well, whether I pick random or not isn't really what the point of these Pokemon that I'm picking are. I'm picking these Pokemon because you know, people in my chat are requesting me to offset Pokemon, even if I don't do that great. If I choose random, that will be because nobody else, because there aren't any other requests.
You're at about half speed. Be careful. Hey, what do you do at times like that, huh? All right. Yikes! They came packing. Gotta take this round seriously. Round 2. Just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the battle.
Okay, that's just ridiculous now. Uh-oh. Well, that happened.
Which Pokemon are you battling with?
Think Squiddy lost his internet.
If you ever find that battles aren't really going your way,
Here, I'll show off some of the combos for Pokemon,
which Pokemon are you battling
starting with Blaziken. Because I don't know if you've seen all the combos for him.
Let's try out a...
Here. Gotcha. Yeah, I noticed, Squiddy.
There you go. Now you're getting it.
Ah, crap. Oh, come on. Work with me. Yeah. That was so stupid of me. Oh, come on. No! Whatever. Gotcha. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that.
There you go. Now you're getting it.
This one's a tough one. Ah. Ah, come on. There we go. So with that alone, that's like an almost 15 hit combo. And that's the basic combos that the game gives you. But a lot of those combos are ones that you can follow up with like even more moves to just beat the crap out of people.
I bet he's off napping somewhere again.
So yeah. Alright, Squiddy. I'll set up another room. Same password as before, okay?
Choose your Pokemon.
Because I love getting my butt kicked. Don't apologize. It's like, you know, it's just something that I acknowledge, you know? Just because I acknowledge the fact that I'll get my butt kicked doesn't have to. They're just playing the game. Lucario or Machamp? I can do both. You don't have to ask one or the other.
Time to pick a support set. Okay, let's go. Searching.
Hey, sleepyhead. Oh. Squiddy, try again, buddy. Let me restart the room and you're gonna have to try again.
Which Pokemon are you battling with? Time to pick a support set. Searching. A new challenger. All right then, time for battle. Go show them what you're made of.
Okay.
All right then, let's give it a shot. Your synergy gauge is nice. You got the hang of the attack triangle.
Yeah, because that made sense.
They've got the lead, but this isn't over. Support gauge is full.
Uh, there's two slots that aren't filled yet. One is Mewtwo, who I have yet to unlock, and then there's also Shadow Mewtwo that you can get. Both of them come with different stats and different strengths and weaknesses.
Full yet. Oh, that other trainer is hot stuff. Now might be the time to switch up your support. Round 2. You just gotta believe in your Pokemon, and all right, keep up the pressure and take them down. You're losing HP, not too bad, but they won't be so lucky next time. Hey, your synergy gauge is full.
I never hit counter, but okay.
You don't want to mess with them while they're powered up. We're not finished yet. Time is halfway up. You can't use first yet. I choose you. Nice work! Looks like my advice is helping, huh? Pick where you want to assign.
You got it, David.
Which Pokemon are you battling with? Time to pick a support. Hope this will be some good old fun. Which Pokemon do you want to tag for support? I always just go with my gut. Round 1. Your opponent is a higher rank, but let's show them what you've got. Still too early. Use your synergy first. Don't get too worked up. Stay in control. You don't want to mess with them while they're powered up. You're losing HP. I don't think you can take any more. Time is really ticking away. Your synergy gauge is full. All right, let's call in some support. Just a bit more, and you can cause a charge rate. You had me worried. That battle was awesome. Can I expect some more of that for the next one?
Okay.
Round 2. All right then, let's give it a shot.
I Octoling Splat. Welcome to the stream.
But things are only just getting
Welcome to Getting My Butt Kicked 101.
maxed out.
Yep.
Hang in there. Next up is the final round.
Oh, I might be able to turn this around. Maybe.
Just remember, the most important thing is there's a huge amount of power on the field. Critical hit! They're reading you like a book. Critical hit! They're reading you like a book. You don't want to mess with them while they're powered up. With a lead like that, you've practically won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down. Great, you did it.
There we go. And then the moment he chooses Breakson or Chandelure, like, basically any victory I had will be inconsequential. Because it's that easy to screw me up.
Awesome. By-the-book battles are nice, but a fun match isn't. Pick where you want to assign your You got a new item. Choose your Pokemon.
Let's do Machamp. Why not? Just for laughs.
Seeking a support. All right then, go get him.
What are my thoughts on Pokken? I think that Pokemon is... sorry, not Pokemon. I think that Pokken Tournament is actually a pretty solid fighter. I absolutely enjoy it. There's a few Pokemon who are a bit too difficult to take on with someone who knows how to utilize their skills the way they are. Overall, I think it's a very good game. They could have maybe tuned down the projectile rate of fire with Chandelure because it's a bit much. Overall, it's a good game. I highly recommend it. And it's a very easy fighter to get into.
Lead like that, you've practically won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down. You're losing HP. Your synergy gauge is still only half full.
Ah, crap. I shouldn't have tried to approach. Yeah, overall, it's a very good game. 4 different categories for the type of fighters there are. Each Pokemon with their own specific play style, and it's fantastic.
You just gotta believe in your Pokemon and give it your very best. Your synergy gauge is full. Don't get careless. It's close quarter combat from here on. Yikes! A critical hit. They aren't going easy. They've got the lead. Keep an eye out for any openings. I choose you.
If you have any other questions, feel free to ask them.
Time is really ticking away.
Cool, Salmon. I also have it. Also, what league are you in? In the single player, I'm currently progressing through the B rank. I haven't been doing much in the single player mode. And in terms of online, I'm only E4 because I don't have much time to play games that often. Like, I normally get like 5 hours at most a day. So I haven't spent enough time online. But overall, like, my Charizard's like level 50, Pikachu's around level 20. Those are the only ones I can put up a pretty efficient fight. I wasn't doing too bad as Machamp there,
Looks like my advice
so
is helping, huh?
that was pretty cool. I might practice as Machamp a little bit more.
Choose your Pokemon. Picking a support set. All right then, go get him. Don't you just get all revved up before a battle? I wonder what your opponent. This opponent is no wimp. Time to step up your game. They've got the lead. Keep an eye out for any openings. They've got the lead, but this isn't over. till
Jeez,
it's over.
dude.
All right, let's call in some support.
Yeah, I can battle you, buddy. I don't see what's wrong with that. Don't feel like I get my butt kicked enough.
Come on, yikes! They came packing. Gotta take this round seriously.
After this match, you can play, okay?
All right then, let's give it a shot. There's a huge amount of power on the field. Don't get careless. It's close quarter combat from here on. Hey, your synergy gauge is full. A lead like that, you've practically won already. Keep up the pressure and take them down. You're at about half HP. Be careful. Nicely done. Come on, the next round will decide the match. Your Pokemon looks ready to rock.
And just so you know, Splat,
You just gotta
um,
your Pokemon.
the versus code is just nothing but the digit 1. Just fill the password with ones, and there you go.
You're at about half HP. Be careful. You can fill your synergy gauge by picking up power. All right, let's call in some support. I don't think you can take any more hits. Hang in there.
I'm pretty fair all around with other characters in Pokken. Besides, it's from me, the highest Pokemon that is level 90 something. I see.
Hey, keep up the good work.
Honestly, leveling up a Pokemon though doesn't take much effort.
Pick where you want to.
Okay. I think we're back. Alright. I'm back, everybody. I'm back.